All right, AP students, so today you're probably looking at this graph and like, what is this crazy downward V looking thing right here? And this right here is going to be a monopoly graph, or the introduction to a monopoly graph. You have demand and you have marginal revenue. It's different than your perfect competition graph where marginal revenue and demand equal each other and you got the same price no matter what you produced. In a monopoly, these things are actually going to split, and I'm going to show you over here why. So let's say you have a company and you want to sell your product for $10. Your quantity demand, it's only 1. If you want to sell more, you have to drop the price down, right? The law of demand kicks in. Price goes down, quantity demand, it goes up. Okay, so you set that price at $9, you're going to sell 2. You drop it to $8, you'll sell 3, 7, 4, all the way down. You can see it's illustrated here in this downward demand slope. Now, why does marginal revenue split off? Here's the reason. Okay? If you drop that price to $9, not only are you dropping it to sell that second item, but you had to drop it for that first item as well. Otherwise, it's price discrimination. That's a whole different graph. So with this, you're $9 selling them for 2. Your total revenue went to 18. It did go up from your total revenue of 10, but marginal revenue decreased. Your marginal revenue went down to 8. Same thing if you drop down here. If you drop your price to $8, not only are you dropping it for that third person, you're dropping it for the first 2. So your total revenue does increase to 24, but your marginal revenue drops to 6. You can see right here, it's $7, you're going to sell 4, total revenue 28, your marginal revenue is going to drop to 4. All the way down, if you continue to do this, your total revenue is going to stop increasing and start ultimately decreasing, meaning your marginal revenue also gets into the negatives. So if we were to graph this right here, at quantity 1, your marginal revenue is 10. Now they're going to split though. At quantity 2, your marginal revenue has dropped to 8, all the way till you see it gets down here to the negative. And that is why in a monopoly graph, it's the demand and the marginal revenue split. Now let's take a closer look. Let's add in some more lines, right? Because you remember there's a law here. Marginal revenue equals marginal cost is where you want to produce at. So let's throw in a marginal cost line. Boom, there's your marginal cost. You remember that also represents your supply. Okay, so there's your supply. And many of you guys know equilibrium's where quantity demand equals quantity supply, which would be right here. But that's not where monopoly is going to produce. They're actually going to produce where MR equals MC. So they're going to produce at this quantity. Okay, let's say that quantity is 3. Looks a little wonky, but let's just go with 3. Actually, let's go with 4. Okay, let's go straight down. So they're going to produce 4 here. And you would think, oh, that means they're going to charge $4. No, they're going to go all the way up to the demand line right here. Okay, and you can see at the quantity of 4, they are going to charge $7, right? So they're charging this price of $7 and they're only producing 4. The thing is you guys want to know is monopolies are very inefficient because they do not produce here at equilibrium. Okay, at equilibrium, the price would say be between $5 and $6, right? So the price should be roughly about between 5 and 6. So the quantity is between 5 and 6, price between 5 and 6, but instead we have an area that is known as deadweight loss right here, okay? Because monopolies are not producing at the socially optimal wants, they produce at a lower quantity so they can charge a higher price. And that right there is a monopoly graph, okay? I'll go into later details about ATC, average total cost, and where their profits are. Until then, stay safe.